once again, it's your boy Daddy from Triple D Gaming coming at you with another map making video. You know how we do it. Let's get to it. Alright, so hopefully we don't crash again. Unfortunately. But I went ahead off camera and got us back to where we were. So we got our seaweed and everything in there. Only thing I got to do now is just raise this water back up. Other than that, I got us back to where we were. Probably not exactly the same, but we got our plants and whatnot in there, so. Unfortunately, it caused us to have another video. Another video for the day. But it is what it is, unfortunately. Let me see here. Okay. Now, let's raise our water up and then we can move on. Again. Check it out. We'll take the scenic route. Oh, you know what I noticed too? I noticed it when I was playing the last stream back. I knew it was going to crash on us too because Giant's editor started moving real slow. And whenever it does that, it crashes. But I noticed while I was playing the stream back, this background right here was gone. It was gone. So I just replaced it. But if I run this back, look, it was like, was it like that? Yeah, it was gone like that. It was just gone. And that's not it, just push back. That's just this one over here. The boundaries. That is just that one right there. Or no. Let me see. I don't know. Anyway, I replaced it. And these are all four the same. All I did was just copied this one and spun it around and brought it over here. I don't know how it happened, but it happened. Zoom way up in the air here. Okay, yeah, that's it. So what I had to do was copy it, spin it around, and then drag it up here like this, and then turn it and everything. Yeah, like I said, I don't know how it came up missing. It's actually for bigger maps, and then you just gotta squish it down for this one, for the smaller ones, I guess. But I guess I deleted it by accident somehow. That's the only thing I can think of. And I was just showing you guys I messed it up again. Alright, now let's make sure it's actually over here, right? I gotta turn this speed up a little more. Alright, so I just gotta lift it up a little bit so it isn't it's behind me like that, though. Yeah, so what I ended up doing was having to restart the computer. Of course, it won't let me grab the arrow I need like this. And then it applied updates and everything. Unfortunately, but is it under there now? Yeah, it's driving me nuts now. We gotta pull that up. I guess we gotta pull it up closer. Something. We gotta do something. I just hate how the arrow to move it around is behind us here. Alright. I don't know, it's just weird. That ain't right. You got a nice sunset when it's pushed back, though. Like up here. Uh, excuse me. Oops. Alright, it is what it is. But I know you definitely wasn't supposed to see all white whenever you went over to the edge, that's for sure. So we definitely had to fix that. I don't know if I deleted that or if that's just the way it was. And I don't know, I don't think it was the way it was. Makes me want to re-download the map or look at the original version of it or something. See, when you're in here, it won't let you click on it. But somehow I click on it all the time. I don't know how. Alright, but anyway. Let's actually do something instead of messing around with that. Alright. Oop. Yeah, we gotta lift our water up. That's right. Like, I want to keep it that high. But then again, I think that's a little bit too high. Kind of really can't see what we got underneath of it. move in closer to it. It would probably work better if we tilted it. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it like that for now. And I think it looks pretty good. Alright. Now, we're going to work on this. But before we do that, I'm going to save it again. We got to wait for it to get done doing this thing. And then we'll get back to it. Hopefully without breaking nothing this time. Now we lost all of our map making time. Man, I'm telling you guys, I need a new graphics card. Like it's holding me back from doing so much. Like it's giving me problems making my videos now. It's giving me problems doing this. Like I said, I can play the game on high graphic settings and not have no problems at all. But as soon as I turn on OBS Studios, it just can't handle it. Brad, what's going on, brother? Yeah, so we just did all this work over here, and obviously it crashed on us, and I ended up having to redo it all over again because I didn't save it. And yeah, so one of those things again. And then I don't know if you're seeing it, our background was missing. I had to put the background back in there. It was weird. So I guess it was from you know, I'm up here and I click on that and I must have accidentally deleted it. That's all I can think of, because up here there's 4 of them. Well, there was 3 of them. And I just copied the one because they're all the same. Obviously, they're all the same. So all I did was just copied the one straight across from it, flipped it around, and then drug it over there. Alright, but now we got to go ahead and get our textures painted here. Yeah, so we'll start with our sand first, our wet sand. And I knew it was about to crash because the cursor and everything was moving super slow on the editor, so I knew it was about to go bad in a hurry. So I tried to get up here in time to save it, but it didn't work. It crashed. And then when the editor crashes, OBS crashes. Well, I think that's what causes it to crash is OBS. But the editor crashes first, and then the OBS crashes, and then it just messes the whole computer up, and you pretty much... You could still do your thing on it and reset everything. Go into the task manager and then reset, restart the file explorer, and then you're good. But I just go ahead and restart the whole computer just so I don't have problems with it. Unfortunately, I'm good at it. And I shouldn't be. I got all this talent, yeah, and I can't use it the way I want to because My equipment won't let me do it. My equipment holds me back. How about it? Alright. So what I'm going to do is the same thing like I did with the other pipes. I'll try to get a wet texture painted up in there. You know, I don't know if you was there, Brett, but I had viewers and everything, man. Lost everything. Lost my progress, lost my viewers. Because when I came back, nobody came back with me. Yeah, I was the only one that got back on board. The rest of them, they drowned it. Alright. So, that really sucks. And it started off sucking because, yeah, instead of getting out of work on time, you know, we got milkmen. They work for United Dairy, and they like to milk it, thinking that they're going to get rich off another hour or two. I'd rather come home and do I can make more money at home than I can staying at work for another 2 hours, and then it takes me an hour to drive home, and it's just not worth it, man. And these guys, these older guys, man, that's all they want to do is just live there. And the thing is, like, you can stay all you want, more power to you, but the only problem is where I work. If one person holds up the show, then it kills everybody because nobody's allowed to leave until the job's done. So it's like it sucks. It really does. Straight working for United Dairy. All right. I didn't even fill out an application for United Dairy. All right. Mud. Mid. I do. But you know what's sad? If I don't finish this map, and I'll be spending my whole vacation working on this map. I actually do have one coming. And that's the thing, too. Like, I'm the low man on the pole. So, when these guys go on vacation, I got to do their jobs to cover for them being on vacation. And, yeah, I get pulled from doing my job and I got to do theirs. And I finally got somebody underneath me to where they could do that while they weaseled their way right out of it because they went to night turn. So I'm still the fall man. Yeah. It sucks. But, I mean, I signed the bid to go tonight. And then they're supposed to be hiring another operator so they can be the fall guy. And like, you would think that the job would be fun, and it did. It started off fun, but just the place that it's at, man, it's just not fun. Like, I don't mind working, but I just want to do my time and go, not sit there and try to milk every second that you can. it's just not worth it. If we actually made good money, then that might be a different story. Like if we made $30 on the hour or something, and um, our overtime was just ridiculous, then sign me up. I'll stay all day. But we don't make enough for that. It's not worth it in my book. Exactly. You know what? I've said that plenty of times. Because the one guy, he's been there for 47 years. I'm like, dude, just retire already. I said, dude, you're gonna die in that bulldozer. And he got little kids too. And I said that dude, that's exactly why you don't want to go home, because you don't want to deal with them kids. You shouldn't have them. and yeah, I said, wait, your wife finds out that you milk it to where you don't have to come home, and you're leaving her there alone with them kids, she's gonna wring your neck. Yeah, you hit the nail on the head with that one. Guaranteed. And I hate how this thing doesn't paint right. I like really hate it. Drives me nuts. And then it just does what it wants to. Alright. Now. Neo. See. But what I want to try to do with this one is, you see how the water's running this way? Well, this wetness. So I want to like pop a rock right there and make it look like that. Hey, that's why that water went that way, because the rock's holding it, stopping it from. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Um. 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 Alright, let's. Oh yeah, we gotta do our dry grass there. No, it is not. Somebody, somebody paying me for this map, for doing this map, and I can't make it public for everyone because it's not my original map. I can edit it all I want, but I'm not allowed to put it on mod sites because it's not my original map. So, I mean, unless I completely just wiped out everything on the map and then started over, I can't do that because I'm not the one that put these fields in here like this. I'm not the one that did this. So, I'm not the original creator of the map. So, I'm not allowed to share it on mod sites. Now, I can edit it all I want and charge people for it. I can give it away. I can do whatever I want as far as that goes, but I'm not allowed to put it on mod sites to share it with people. Well, to share it publicly like that. Yeah. So that's why I am going to make my own map for FS19 or 22. But we're just so close to 22. I wanted to do one for this, but we're so close to 22 that I'm not even going to bother doing one for 19. But when I do make a map, it's going to be a TP map. Yeah. I got I got the original person I was making this map for. And then I did it to where I made a post on Facebook. Hey, I do TP maps, blah, 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 blah. I do DM me for pricing. Well, when they get a hold of me, I tell them how much the map is. And I tell them if they go with one that I already have done or one that I am working on, it'll be cheaper. So I got like 5 other people paying me for this map too. So all the time and effort I'm putting into it, I'm going to kind of get back from it. If I can get it done before the new game comes out. So they're like, hey, I don't want it now. But yes, that's how this one's working. Unfortunately, it ain't enough to really do anything. It'd be nice if it was enough to buy a graphics card, I could tell you that, but it's not. Yeah. Oh, did you see where I had the water, or the sound of the water? How we put that water sound there? Well, we can actually play that sound. And I did it. I just streamed a little bit ago and it crashed. I don't know if he was on there or not. Okay. Yeah, so I did get it to where we can actually hear that water sound that we put in the other day. So turn that on. Right. So right here is a dome. Now if you come up here to audio, this big number is, so whenever you get into that dome, you start hearing it. And this big number is the range. So if I raise that number up to like 250, it would bring that dome clear out to here. It'd be way bigger. And the smaller number is the little dome. So when you get into the big dome, you start hearing it real faintly. But whenever you get into the little dome, you can hear it real loud, right? And then you can turn the volume up and down and stuff for that. It was on 8 standard, and I knocked it down to 5. Yeah, so whenever you get in the big dome, you can hear it lightly. And when you get in a little dome, you hear it softly, or loudly. And you can adjust the dome. So, I took and I put a dome on each one for the water sound. And I tried to put, there's actually Little River and Little Stream sounds standard in the game. And I tried to pull them sounds and put in this map, but for some reason it won't let me do it. I know that there's a way to do it. You're supposed to be able to come up here to create and then create audio source and just pull it from the game's files, but it wouldn't work for me. It wouldn't. Whenever I went to the files, it just wouldn't let me bring them in. So, but I'm gonna hit play up here. If you hit play, turns all this stuff red. But watch, we'll go slowly into the dome there. I say slowly because for some reason it slows it down when you hit play. But when we go into the big dome, you hear the water. Alright, then when we go into this little dome right here, you're going to really hear it. Is that not is that not awesome or what? That is great. And then whenever you move out of the little dome, you can still hear it. It's just more faint. So you'll be able to hear it way over here. Now, I might have to go in game and test it and just adjust the volume and everything for it, but that's pretty neat, ain't it? Now, we could do that with birds chirping and everything. Boom. Now we can't hear it anymore. But yeah, like I said, I got one of those domes on each side here. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. Now there was another water sound I wanted to get in there, but for some reason, it's just not letting me just pull it from the game's files, and I don't understand why. If I go right into the game's files, I can pull it up and I can listen to it on the audio player on the PC, but it just won't let me pull it import it into the map. It don't make sense. I don't get it. But anyway, back to this. So we need dry grass. Dry grass. Yeah, I mean this map is gonna be I'm excited about it. I really am. Alright. I can take these off now though. That's any good thing about just map making. You don't have to wear those. Anything I really need them for is to hear is somebody subscribe so I can give them a shout out, because I could see it when somebody subscribes, but I might miss it if I'm staring at doing what I'm doing. So I normally just, because I got the audio going through the headset, so I'll just turn the volume all the way up on the headset and sit them there, and I might be able to hear it when somebody subscribes, so I can give them a shout out. But that's any good thing about when you're just making map there. You really don't need your headsets on. Man, this thing really doesn't like to paint where I want it to. Like, you really don't want to paint that side, man. I didn't want it to paint way down in there. I just wanted it to paint a little bit of it, but I don't know if I wanted to. There we go. Let's run it back a little bit. Unbelievable. I guess we'll have to see where the water plane turns out to be. Because this part here really doesn't want to paint right. It's real wonky though, but it's just hard because there's this slope over here. Because this was a big hill, and then the road, and then it's going downhill this way. So trying to knock that ditch in there, it made it real rough. Yeah, I'm sure they'll be satisfied with the results of it. Because normally people charge like US dollars, like 250 or more. I've seen people pay $4,000 for one truck mod. Okay, and yeah, so normally, like, doing a TP map like this, not even putting the detail into it that I'm putting into it right now, is every bit of $250 they will charge somebody, 250 and up. And I didn't even charge them 250 for this one, okay? And I could have. And I probably should have, but just trying to take it easy on folks, But I didn't anticipate doing this much to it. Yeah, smoke break. Smoke break. kind of really messed up my paint job there. I'm going to go back in there and just see if I can at least get some mud or some sand right here without it going too high. I don't know. Just definitely not wanting to paint right for me here. There we go. Maybe we'll just splatter it. Splatter, splatter. Oh. Yeah, at least we got a splatter anyway. Right, and my aggravation from having to redo stuff. Yeah, like I said, I seen this guy. The guy paid $4,000 for one truck mod. Wow. He's definitely serious about his gameplay, that's for sure. Yeah, boy, look at that, look at that. That was a pretty neat ditch, but once we painted it, man, that really brought it to life. That just really brought it to life. Man, I got so much work to do still, though. Like, all the work we put in... Oh, wrong button. We still got to run all these trees up this road and then down that road. And then we got to put in our little pipes and our little jobs and all kinds of stuff there. We still got to figure out exactly what we're going to do with this. I already know what I'm going to do with this. There's a lot of work involved in this. And then this here, we still got a couple of things to put in here. And then this spot and this spot we still got to do something with. And then there's another section of road I want to do something with that too. So there's still a lot of work to do. Then you can upgrade and take care of the family, right? Dude, if I could get a better graphics card, I could do a lot better videos. I could do better quality videos. And then I can work on this without worrying about it crashing. And then if I could get my view time for YouTube, I know I ain't going to make much money to begin with. Like, it's going to be next to nothing until I really start getting noticed and people start watching my videos. And then I'll start making money from that too. But right now, like, I got a few $1,000s sunk into all this stuff and they ain't made not one nickel yet, okay? So, I mean, if I could ever get this map finished, I might make a nickel. But right now, nothing. Nothing. Alright, now we can put our rock in. And as far as the rock for this hole, let's grab this one, slap it down there, and then grab this guy. I think I'm gonna do this big rock in the hole first. I ain't gonna go crazy with it. Oh, and then we'll do the rock around our pipe. Now I'm gonna use this here same rock for this little pipe, but I'm gonna shrink it down again. Remember, we shrunk it down once, but I'm gonna take it, shrink it down. Oh, it's gonna